I need you to put your hands together for Reed Willoughby! Thanks, Kody. Give it up for Kody Maverick. This is a make-a-wish. The poor boy's retarded. He's got a beautiful soul. Do you guys ever do this? Like, I do this weird thing. I don't know if you guys do this or not, but do you ever do this? You go like shop and you buy like you only buy a few things, which is a weird combination of things. When you put them on the counter, it just tells a story about you. 'Cause, man, I went shopping the other day. I only bought 3 things. That's all I needed. But it looked really weird when I put them on the counter. You know, because it was just a family pack of Tim Tams, 2 litres of milk, and lube. The depression trifecta, I call it. No, when I put them on the counter, the cashier gave me this look, you know. Like, I can only describe as a combination of, like, utter disgust and slight arousal. I was like, look, don't judge me, all right? Like, I'm broke, just let me have the fun that I can afford. So I went home, I poured the milk all over myself. Lubed up a Tim Tam and shoved it on my ass. It's my version of the Tim Tam Slam. Look, I'm glad you guys are on board with this, because I'm working my way up to a mint slice. Maybe one day, a wagon wheel. You've got to have goals, people. Achievable goals. But no, on an unrelated note, completely unrelated note, I got a colonoscopy the other day. Not related to the Tim Tam event at all. And like, I should say that I had to get the colonoscopy. Like, I didn't just choose to get one, you know. Like, I'm curious what it looks like inside, but not that curious. But, you know, I really should get that footage. It'd be a shame to let it go to waste, is what I'm saying. But no, I felt really awkward about my doctor seeing my butthole, right, like while I was asleep. You know, because I feel like if someone's going to see my butthole, I want to be awake and engaged. I felt awkward about the whole experience because, you know, I'd never met this dude. First impressions matter. He's a doctor, you know. I wanted to impress the guy, so I shaved it. You know, to make it look bigger. Come on, fellas, we've been there before. He was very impressed. Scheduled me in for a second appointment. I'm calling it dinner and a movie, but you know, I always move too fast. But look, I got one more poo ass joke. I'll get that out of the way. We'll move on to dicks and other shit later. But no, like, I needed to poop this morning real bad. You know, I'm sure we all did. I'm just like you. You know, I bleed red, I poo brown. We're all the same. But no, I needed to poop real bad, and it was like one of them like sudden, like urgent experiences, right? Like, it wasn't like I needed to shit. It was more like I should have shit 5 minutes ago. Like, I should be wiping my ass right now. And like, it was such an urgent feeling, and I was at work, so I'm like far away from the toilet, right? Like in the office on the other end of the building. So my heart was telling me to run. But I was scared that if I stepped too far, I'd lose my grip on it. Like, I don't have the core strength to hold that in, right? So I just sort of like waddle my way to the bathroom, and I was sweating, man. Like, if you held the shit in so hard you start sweating? Yeah, it can't just be me, come on, you think you're better than me? We've all been there before, fuck. I was sweating, man. It was hard. I was at like 30-second intervals between contractions. Like, I was crowning. No, look, it was taking everything I had to hold this thing in, right? Like, all of my energy was going to holding this in. I couldn't even think. Like, I couldn't afford to. And let me tell you, it was the deepest state of mental clarity that I've ever experienced. So like, what I'm saying is like fucking meditation is a scam. Just double drop a laxative and go to work. You'll feel amazing. Trust me. Okay, that's all the poo jokes out of the way. What else have I got in store for you? Alright. Yeah, you might be able to tell I'm a little bit fucked up. It's because I got PTSD, actually. I had a really traumatic experience in my youth. I got double-dacked in high school. Yeah. You guys know what that is, right? Double-dack? Yeah, it's when someone pulls down your pants and your underwear and the entire world around you. Very traumatic experience. And to make matters worse, like, I didn't have any pubes yet. Yeah, you guys remember pubes in high school, right? It's the most important thing that you could have. It was way more important than friends. I mean, my friend dacked me. I wish I had pubes and no friends. But I've been lying all through school. I've been lying. I'm like, yeah, I fucking got pubes, man. I got so many pubes. Probably got about 20. How many do you have? So I think that was the most scarring part, was having my lie exposed to everyone. And like, the setting of the dacking is just crazy, right? Because I basically climbed like halfway up this metal fence. And on the other side of the fence was pretty much every girl in the world. And my mate decided, like, that's a good time to dack him while he's mid-air. A mid-air double dacking. Like, probably one of the rarest, possibly a world first. You know, I wasn't getting Guinness involved in that. But no, it was awful. And like the height that I was at the time, you know, I was kind of like eye to like lesser eye with these girls. You know, kind of like that, or like that, I guess, like. And I just froze. For a full 5 seconds, I just froze. And like, that doesn't seem like a long time. But it is when you've got your dick out in a public school. It feels like eternity. So they got a very good look at it. You know, it's been 15 years, I reckon they could still draw it from memory. And honestly, that's like the only solace that I can take out of this experience, is that like, I think it was as memorable for them as it was for me. So now, like, all these years later, whenever they think of me, they get the mental image of an underage penis. So they might have laughed at me then, but who's laughing now, you fucking pedos? Got 'em. But no, high school wasn't that bad. I had my high school reunion recently, and it was all right. But you know, do you guys do this? You guys fantasize about getting revenge on people that wronged you in the past? Oh yeah. Ooh yeah, sweet. For that whole year leading up to my high school reunion, I was just fantasizing about getting like super fucking jacked. Just massive, right? Like just so I could go up to the girl who turned me down for being too skinny. And in this fantasy, right, I go up to her and I'm like, hey, remember me? Yeah, you turned me down in high school. Well, look at me now. I can beat the fuck out of you. And then she was like, aren't you the guy with no pubes? I don't know why I fantasize about that, but yeah, it's just a fantasy, you know. I'd never do that, but speaking of fantasies, dude, have you ever had a gay sex dream before? Not that you can remember. Yeah, we repressed those memories, I think. So you've like never had a dream that you were like banging some chick and then she turned around and it was your dad's face? You've never had a dream like that? I mean, come on, it can't just be me. Because I'm straight, but I've had a couple of gay sex dreams. They slip through your crack. That's how they get you. But you know, I've had a few of them, but like one in particular really fucked me up mentally. And it wasn't even that sexual, it was more just like emotionally gay. Because it was just like me and my girlfriend hanging out, having like the time of our lives, just really just feeling the love, you know? And she was a man. And the reason this dream fucked me up so bad is because I was so much happier with him. More of a gay sex nightmare. Yeah, it really makes you think, doesn't it? Alright. Gay sex dream done. Look, you can probably tell just by looking at me, but my girlfriend is bisexual. You hit the nail on the head. My girlfriend's bisexual. And this dude's eyes lit up a little bit. Whenever guys hear that, they're like, fuck, bisexual. That means threesomes, man. That means threesomes. It doesn't mean threesomes. All it means is she dresses like a man and has depression. No threesomes, no. The only threesomes she's interested in is two dudes. No, the bad one. Yeah, like at least I'm involved. But yeah, just me and two dudes. Oh yeah. That's literally her fantasy. She told me that. She's like, I just want to see you be vulnerable. Like, I can be vulnerable and not be on the spit. Like, we can try other ways. Please let me try. Oh man, but no, look, my girlfriend's a good chick. She's a good chick, but she did make me start wearing condoms again recently, and not for any weird reason. Don't freak out. Not for any weird reason. Like just because she got her thing removed, you know. What's it called? She had the fuck. Yeah, she had like the little one that's like inside you. Yeah, like the ma something. Fetus. That's how could I forget? Yeah, so she got that removed. Look, all right, that's an abortion joke. Okay, I can feel a bit of tension. Look, honestly, I feel the same way because like I kind of just like wrote that joke on accident. And I don't even know if I'll keep it. Maybe I'll give it to Mum for a couple of years until I'm a better comedian. Well, that's the abortion joke time. But no, I don't know. Like, I'm sort of at that age now where I need to start thinking about kids. I kind of do want to have kids, but I don't know, kids these days I think they're so spoiled, man. Like kids these days, they're so spoiled when it comes to porn. I don't know how good they've got it, man. Like for real, when I was a kid, if I wanted to have quick manners in the shower, like we all do, I couldn't just take in my phone and get on Pornhub. I had to be creative. I had to use my imagination, man. I had to crank up the heat, wait for the mirror to fog over, and then draw a pair of tits. And then I couldn't even draw. Like, they're always too droopy. They just look like sad eyes. Always made me come harder though, so... That's not something you want to hear a guy say, come harder. No, that's not good. Always drink while there's silence. No, look, before I got with my girlfriend, I was dating a little bit. Yeah, I'm just bragging at this point, really. I get pussy, man. But before I was dating my girlfriend, I was dating a little bit on the apps and stuff, and I had this crazy hookup experience, you know. I hooked up with this girl and she was like, oh, let's get back to my place. And then when we got back to her place, she was like, I want you to suck my vagina. Crazy. Like, she didn't actually say that. She did. She just didn't say, she didn't say vagina. Like, she used, I can't even probably say it on this stage, she used the C word, right? Crazy, because it was like super hot, but also like really vulgar. Because I'd never heard a woman refer to her vagina as a cock. Well, I was keen. But you know, we were in Thailand, so if the shoe fits, suck it, as they say. But look, like the next morning when I woke up, you know, I just felt torn apart, like physically, emotionally. Yeah, because my brain was in two halves. Because like part of me was like, you know, disgusted and like ashamed of myself for going through with that. But then this other part of my brain was actually like really proud, you know, because I'd taken a big step forward. because I finally made a woman come. Yeah, just wished it wasn't all over my back. Do you get that? She banged me and then... Yeah, feels good to catch a rope. There's look, I do have one more abortion joke that I should preface it before I do it, but look, I believe in abortion. Well, I should say that I agree with it, because I don't know if I believe in it. I've never seen the evidence of, I don't know, but too far? Oh, no, look, I agree with it, but I think like every guy in a way kind of does, because we've got no skin in the game. It's too easy for us. That's why I reckon if you're a guy and you want to get an abortion, you should have to do it. Relax, not in like a surgical way, like in a whimsical way. I'm saying like, I want, shrink you down, send you in, hand-to-hand combat. Like an even fight, Because at 4 weeks, when it's just a little peanut thing, piece of piss, like just done. 16 weeks in, when it's that freaky little dolphin thing, in an aquatic environment, the odds are against you. You'll be taking in a couple of weapons, a few plastic straws, an old fishing net, cork jam in the blowhole, I don't know, right? Cross that one off. While I'm in this hole, I got another one to do. I've got a pretty controversial opinion. I think that Love on the Spectrum and Love Island are the same show. Just on different ends of the spectrum, Because like on one side of the spectrum, you've got these autistic people learning to date, and it's like so cute, so wholesome, right? But then on the other end of the spectrum, you've just got an island full of retards. No? Just me? Like, I reckon if you took the hottest girl from the spectrum and put her on the island, the guys wouldn't be able to tell. They'd be like, she won't look me in the eyes, but I think that means she's looking at my muscles. Something there. I do have bad thoughts. You can probably tell I get bad thoughts, I get intrusive thoughts. Like violent intrusive thoughts, Like if I'm driving the car, if I'm in the car and somebody else is driving, my brain will just be like, grab the wheel. And just, end it all! Don't freak out, I'm not suicidal. I'm just like die curious. Or say I'm in the yard and I'm like playing with my niece, I'm just swinging her around by her arms. My brain would just be like, let her go! And I would never do that. But I kind of want to know how far I can throw her. Because she's tiny, man. I could enough wind up, clear the neighbor's yard. There's other intrusive thought I get. It's a little bit more specific because I only get it when I'm in close quarters with a male superior. So say I'm at work, right? I'm typing on my computer, my boss comes up behind me to tell me something, leans in real close, over my shoulder, right here. My brain will just be like, give him a kiss. Because his face is right here, just one single movement, just a little.
Let's do it, baby.
That's my boss back there. What I'm saying is you wouldn't see it coming, alright? Maybe after tonight he might be a bit more prepared, but I don't think he'd have time to stop me. Just a little. But that's how I got Employee of the Month.
3 times!
Yeah, he said I had the lips of an angel and the smoothest balls he's ever felt. I'll finish on something pretty positive, I think. I had a really heartwarming experience recently. Really heartwarming experience. I took my nephew swimming, and afterwards, because he's just a real little fella, afterwards I was helping to get changed, right? And he looked up at me and he goes, Uncle Reedy, how come yours is so much bigger than mine? And don't ask why I was naked as well. That's not the point. The point is, it was like a tender bonding moment between us, right? Like, and I felt awkward, as you all do right now. I felt awkward about it, but I was like, he had the courage to ask me, so I should tell him the truth. Why is mine like so much bigger than his? So I was like, well, Timmy, that's because mine's erect. Don't cheer for that, alright? That's just a joke. Just relax, that's just a joke. I don't even have a nephew. That was just some random kid at the public pool. That's it from me, guys. Your next act is Jimmy Missen. Give it up for him.